Crystal Edge Technology screens. Trying to search out where I put my stand at. All right, so I'm going to be showing off today the Dark Hazel, Supreme Dark Hazel Ambient Light Rejection 15. This is, I think, the only 15 we have right now. I'm going to be probably this Wednesday, I'm going to be converting one of my blue screens into a 15. 15 is that brown projection screen technology we developed. Gives off amazing colors, white levels, the whole 9 yards. Also, too, I got a customer I've been telling you about who did a customized theater system for himself. He just sent me pictures over of the 12 and his setup. It looks absolutely amazing. I'm going to be he's going to be sending me some pictures and some videos on YouTube. I'm also too going to be taking those pictures and those videos and loading them up on our Facebook fan page. We'll put links on where you can actually see the videos. We'll also put links on where you can actually see the pictures of the customer reviewing our product, and absolutely he just loves it. All right. Also too, I'm going to be talking a few things about 235.1. I'm going to get into this right here because a few people have been acquiring and asking me questions about the 235.1 screen I have, and what kind of projectors to use and so forth, and what if they want to convert it back to 16:9, which you can do, but you have to have some kind of curtain system to do it. All right, so I'm just going to be displaying right now today, which will be the brown projection screen, which we call the Dark Hazel AR 15, or Ambient Light Rejection 15. Let me get the remote control for that. Like I said, I can't wait to this customer, somebody give me some testimonies on our Black 12, which, like I said, we have plenty of them. If you go to our Facebook fan page, we have a lot of people display pictures and videos and everything. That's where we display them at. I'll be taking those links from those pictures and I'll be posting them, not under this video, but probably under a few other videos involving 12s. All right, so I'm gonna go through right now and start this on the 15, which on Thursday, after all my orders should be out on Tuesday, I'll be doing a paint-on demonstration of the 126-inch in that room right there that will be coated. That is my Starfield lights coming on. Projector set up. There we go. That's for that little environment over in there. Come out of my fish. Let's see, what are we going to be playing around with today on the brown screen? Brown projection screen. I think I'm going to probably add one more 15 in. I want 2 of the 15s, so I think I'm going to add one more into with the 15s. I haven't decided what color I'm going to go with yet. I'll get you a little close. Now the 15s are a roll-on application, same thing like the 12s. Since they have a much higher gain, they produce higher white levels, and they have incredible color capabilities. The 15s, I think I'm gonna just market those as the strange paints. They're the ones that are gonna have like the interesting colors to them. I may call them the exotics. I don't know. I think I'll category under the exotics. They're gonna just have the strange colors to them. And you can see by the strange color of the screen, it doesn't affect the picture quality at all. For a brown screen, it produces actually extremely high color levels, white levels. So we're gonna title these under the exotics. So I'm going to have to think of a really strange color. I'm not going to do the red, and I'm not going to do the purple. But I am going to do something besides. We have to have the brown. I want one more in there, but I want some strange, crazy color. That's why I want the brown over here. It's impressive because the reason why I love the brown so much, it's a brown screen. And you would think from a brown screen, the color wouldn't pop right. White levels wouldn't be that high. That's what you would think coming from a brown screen. I tell you, it's the perfect Trojan horse. Looks can be deceiving. People look at it and go, why is it brown? And then boom, what kind of color comes on it. I'll show you right up close how insane a brown screen looks. I might do the purple. Purple passed all its tests like in no time at all. I mean, it'd be foolish to design something else. I already have one downstairs waiting. It has passed all its tests in one day. So I think I made me one the purple, one brown. I think I'm gonna have 3 of them in there. I want 3 exotic colors. 3 like crazy colors, like something weird. I might do a burnt orange. Burnt orange will look crazy. Look at that. Can you believe that's coming off a brown projection screen? Now keep in mind, I know I keep saying brown, purple, and burgundy red, but like I said, with this technology, even with the blues are that weird kind of color to them. It's because, as I said before, it has nothing to do with the surface of the screen. It's all about the coating that's actually inside the screen. If you were to paint your screen brown, everything on that screen would come up a kind of yellowish, kind of tintish, dirty look. And I'm thinking when I get ready to paint this screen to a 17, because this is going to be a limited screen pretty soon. Since all the leaves are gone, I don't have to worry about any leaves blowing down top of my screen. I got to take this off, set this up in my driveway, and I got a mesh piece of material that's 20 feet by 20 feet. That's enough for me to click it to the gate and connect it to the bungee it to the wall. You won't be seeing that demonstration, sorry. And I'm going to have to paint that screen and just basically shield it over with some kind of mesh, not laying on the screen, but kind of a tent formation, so nothing blows on top of it. Good thing this stuff doesn't take long to dry. This stuff takes actually the 17s dry extremely fast. Just to give you an idea how bright the colors are coming off this brown screen. That's how bright the colors come off this screen. That's brown. That's why I want it over there in that next room over there. Let's see what else we got to play with on here. Ooh, New York City. I'll tell you something really interesting. This is not all my customers. Not all my customers. Just say a slim amount of them in these particular categories. Sometimes some people do not want it to get out that maybe somebody may have something that's interesting. And for some people, for them, they will buy the product with no problem whatsoever. But when people ask me, "Oh, how come you don't have a lot of video demonstrations?" It's because I do have individuals within that buy from me that will not show off what the screen can do. And I don't know why. Now, I'm not going to say too many things about that. Other people I'm friends with have a theory why it may be, but I'm going to leave that one alone. But I'm happy that I have some people that will basically show off our technology, which I'm happy about. And that's what makes me happy, like I said, at the end of the day. But I'm not worried about that. And I'll tell you why I'm not worried about that. Because, as I said, thank God for YouTube and the live demonstrations. I can come on here and show you live demonstrations of my work. But at the end of the year, as I said before, that I'm in the process of actually buying large showrooms so I can display my work for all to see. So that means anyone can come off the street and they can see my screens on display. Because a lot of companies would love to see this sit on a shelf and no one hear about it. And that's where pretty much they would try to pay me off. I mean, mind you, this stuff was made in 20 minutes. This is one of the technologies that was made in under 20 minutes. It beat 3 certified screens right from the door. The next day, it passed every single test without a problem, even the outside tests. The purple beat the brown record. The purple was actually made in 20 minutes and beat every last test on the same day. So yeah, there are companies that would like to buy me out, stick this on the back shelf, and then have no one ever hear of it again. But the buy me out part would be impossible because I have a plan for this stuff. Oh, yes I do. That is one beautiful city. I'm always switching between. Always curious to see more best drone footage. Ooh, super slow motion. I like these. No, come on, we're not having internet problems, are we? Okay, let's say. Doing the adjustments on the other screen. That's the blue. 126 inches. Pretty soon it will be converted to this technology. No, that demonstration I can do with no problem, but the big boy screen over here, yeah, I'm not doing that on film. That's too much work. Which one is which? Let me see. This one would be the kitchen setup. Next up again. The kitchen setup. So the kitchen. This would be for this one. I think tomorrow I'm gonna do a light out demonstration with the screens. I gotta finish the work on my hallway too. All birds. They have nothing but birds in their demonstrations. Let me see if I get something else.
Since we're both working from home, we need the best internet possible.
Verizon Fios gives you more of the best.
Let me see something for a minute. I'm pause that for a minute. Goes so doesn't even change. Usually when people do this, the screen fades out. That's what I love about the technology. The screen doesn't even fade out when the lights come on. So it's designed to be ambient. Well, these are 15s. 15s are going to have a higher form of ambient light rejection, but as you can see, the screen's not going to wash or fade just because I turned the lights on. Still remain the same. Color doesn't change. It doesn't wash out because the light hits it. That's when you have 15 technology. 12 do the same thing. I'll put you right in front of the screen so you can see it. It's freaking cool. So same, it's the same. That's why you have to have that ambient light projection technology, because one of the problems that people have is the fact that when they turn on the projector and the lights, the color starts to fade automatically from the door, and the color doesn't fade on this technology. That's when people say, hey, can you turn the lights on? Can I see a difference? There is no difference. Technology looks just as good with the lights on as the lights off. Can't wait for you to see the containers with the new luminous black. It is going to look absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to get those containers in. So our containers will be coming in very soon. Just order the rest of our supplies. We send tracking numbers out later on tonight, and then we're good to go. Let me turn this up a little bit here. Let me bring it back some too, so you can see how much light we have in the environment versus the screen. No, it doesn't affect my screen at all. Father. Nice. Actually, just to add that there is a challenge attached to the purple, the red, and the brown. And that challenge technically they have to be able, actually the red's a little different. The red's challenge is you have to make a red screen paint actually automatically change to white, which we display live. The brown and that demonstration, that brown screen paint would have to be made in 20 minutes and pass all tests the next day. And the purple challenge is that you would have to make the product in 20 minutes and pass all the tests on the same day, including the outside test. You have to do the color test too, and the pattern, as you have to do the certified screen test also. But you know, you get a lot of individuals who, not a lot. You get some individuals who feel they can do the same thing we can do. And that's why those screens were developed in 20 minutes. Passed every last test. So you have to do an ultra short throw test, low lumen test, certified screen test, outside distant test at 25 feet at 1,000 lumens. They would have to pass every single test within one day, including the making of the product in 20 minutes. And that's why we chose such a weird color, because it's almost virtually impossible to design a screen of that color. So it's even hard to make a brown screen that can produce levels like this. Now imagine trying to do it in 20 minutes. But at least this one has a next day grace period, which means the next day I did all the tests in one day. The purple, on the other hand, well, that's a little harder, because then you'll have to develop the technology in 20 minutes and pass all the tests on the same day. Oh, and the burgundy red did go through 3 certified screens on the first try. And that screen was painted red on a white snowstorm and converted over to white right in front of the camera on live. So if they thought the sun killer was an impossible task, well, there you go. 20 minutes to make that screen paint right there. Too. All the 15s were made in 20 minutes. So that means approximately in around 60 minutes, 3 screen paints were developed. It only took 2 days for 2 of them to pass all their tests. So that's 40 minutes, 2 days. All screens have passed their tests. And that's the final results right there. Yeah, so those companies and people who make screen paint products take some weeks for them to make it, and it still doesn't have the same results. It may take them months, still don't have the same results. Big companies out there, it takes them years and years of development and research. I'll take this one down for a minute. Take our brown screen down. Pause it right there. I'll put you up close to it so you can see. Round projection screen. Sorry about that. My kitchen. Isn't that beautiful? But let's go grab something else real quick to play with. Always like to throw a few wild cards in there for fun. After that one too. Now, why in the world is that not playing? Let me see. I'll figure it out later. There you go. Let's look at something interesting here. That's the burgundy red technology. It's the one that didn't get launched. Oh, it's done, it's finished. But it never got launched. Burgundy red. Like somebody asking me about designing a custom screen color for their home. And they're willing to pay quite a lot of money to have it done. But I don't want to do it. I'm not saying I want to do it, but I don't want to go down that road of doing custom colors. No. I don't want to go down that road. No. I like designing my screens. I don't really care for the colors. Colors is just done to show. Technology has that vetting code in it. Let's bring this down. Let's focus this a little better. Now hopefully this is the remote control, or maybe I lost it in the house somewhere. There you go. Burgundy red projection screen. Made in 20 minutes. Except for with this one, I did something different. I actually painted the screen wet. It came up red on a snowstorm. It dried white in front of you. If you care to see that demonstration, I'll post it below. Now, that technology was developed for fun. That was literally developed for fun. thought the black screens were interesting in the fact that they can pull white level up, imagine a red screen. Let's go with LG snowboarding. So how is it possible that a burgundy red screen can pull up a bone white snow white level? See, while they're still stuck in the world of gray, light gray, and light gray, I'm blessed to be able to come in here and change my screen's colors at will. So burgundy red, purple, brown, blue, still produce color, still passes the certified screens. No testing my screen paint against my own screen paint, testing it and passing against certified name brand screens. Can produce images outside at 13 feet back on 1,000 lumens. 25 feet back on 1,000 lumens in a fully lit environment. 13 feet back low lumen test. I can even change my colors on the screen and it'll produce better color than a $4,000 or $5,000 projection screen. And my screen is red. So this is done just to keep the naysayers in their place. It's just when you think you got me figured out, well, then here comes something else. Post contrast too. Let's go with some really crazy colors. Let's go to J and K. Let's pull up some white skin tones over there. Now this is off the topic. I'm just grabbing some stuff that has some fun with the red screen. I really didn't get a chance to play with it. I did some demonstrations on it, sit and suck it downstairs.
This is a question for you, Alice. What made you decide?
Like I said, I know you guys. I see you out there on your YouTube channel showing the inside of my house, trying to say, well, this is how it's made and this is how it's done. Well, there you go. You figure out how to do this in 20 minutes and produce a bone white natural skin tone on a surface that's burgundy red. Because you do know what happens if you try to project off a screen that's a different color, right? The entire screen, everything comes up the same color as the surface you're reflecting off. And then you do that in 20 minutes and see what you come up with. Not a tint of red nowhere in the screen. So how is that possible that a screen is a burgundy red, but yet there's not one tint of red anywhere? And you still have the timeline. You still got to make it in 20 minutes. That's why I try to explain to people. When I tell you that my knowledge comes from God, whether you like it or not, God will show you what he's made of. Now I'm thinking for some reason I want to do a burnt orange. I think a burnt orange screen would look crazy. I'll pray on it first and see what he tells me what I have. Told you all my ideas and everything I have. I get it from my Lord and Savior. So when you come against me, you come against him. And he'll show you what he's all about. He'll raise that bar so high, you couldn't even think about even touching it. As somebody once sent me a text saying, oh, you think you're God. No, I serve God. I don't think I'm God. But you'll know who he is by the end of the day. All my ideas come from him. None of them comes from me. I'm just blessed to be able to be here to learn. That's it. It comes down to it at the end of the day. Blessed. Given that knowledge. Never went to school for chemistry at all, period. No college, none of that. Blessed to have it. God gives everybody blessings. Gotta give you knowledge that no school could ever be able to teach you. Just gotta trust them. That's what you gotta do. When I get done this demonstration, I'm gonna go upstairs, have myself a tuna fish sandwich, and watch some Cool Hand Luke's. I love the classics. I love the classics. Just watched Cooley High yesterday. I watched a few westerns too while I'm at it. Cool Hand Luke's. And I got companies out there that contact me and they're curious, talk a little bit on the phone. What's my purpose? Well, it's not to get rich. If it was to get rich, I would have sold out a long time ago. So it's not that. It's to offer better technology to people. Like I said, you should not spend $4,000 and $5,000 for a projector screen. I have this conversation just about every day when I talk to a customer on how expensive these screens are. $5,000 for a projection screen. That's a lot of money. I'm gonna have to go down and get me some bigger sheets of styrofoam. I like making styrofoam. This is a styrofoam projection screen. Those want to know what the surface is made out of. It's actually made out of multiple squares of styrofoam, and I'm using all-purpose or frog tape to bind them together. But yeah, doing styrofoam projection screens is extremely cheap, number one, and easy to hang up when you're done with it. You can go to Home Depot or Lowe's. You can get it for, you have to buy the individual squares. But Home Depot and Lowe's does have the 4x8, 4 around. I don't know how much they run for, but about 4x8. You want to make sure you get insulation styrofoam. It comes in a purple or a seafoam green. That's what you want to look for. Do not buy the white kind with the little crevices in it. Drive you nuts if you paint that thing. I've done one already. Don't want to go down that road. So that's what you want to look for. And it's very cheap, very cheap. Or if you want to do a customized screen for yourself, then just get the squares. And like I said, this screen right here is done with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 squares. There's 6 squares to make this screen. And make it out of styrofoam. I mean, plexiglass may be hard to get your hands on, but this stuff isn't. And you can custom build it the way you want to. You don't have to have any tools to cut it. It's styrofoam. It's pretty easy to cut. You even get a little creative with it too. You know, you can buy those flat wall speakers. The styrofoam is pretty thick, so it's around that thick. So say if you wanted to double plate it, like double stack it, you know what I mean? You can actually install some flat wall speakers into it. And it's going to have good insulation because it's styrofoam. Stick it outside, it's mold and mildew resistance. Perfect screen. I love building out of styrofoam. Now, for those of you that just came in, this is not the Dark Hazel, which is a brown screen. I switched it out for the red screen. So this is the burgundy red now. That's what I'm playing around with now. This is the burgundy red projection screen. Just swapping out my colors, that's all. I should do me like a big burgundy red projection screen. Now, we'll pause that just for a minute. We'll take out the burgundy red. Just having some fun. Usually at the end of my videos, I always do something different. So we'll take out the burgundy red screen. We'll put this over here. Burgundy red projection screen. There you go. You can see how red that screen is. There you go. Beautiful, isn't it? It would be a nice, beautiful screen, wouldn't it, to do a burgundy red? I think I might consider that. All right, so now we're going to swap out for the giant sample sheet of the Luminous Black. This is the ultra black projection screen that we made that is actually a little bit, actually 3 times darker than a 12. Actually 4 times darker than the 12. That's what that thing is. Well, I will be coating this one on an official 100-inch screen, and then my 235.1 over there is going to be converted into a 17. This is the newest, so this is the stuff available on the website right now. This is the super dark screen, and if you look at the bottom of it, it's not being hit with the projector. As you can see, it's much darker than a 12. It actually matches the border on my silver ticket screen, and it matches my couch. Let me bring that down a little bit. So this one, we made it darker, but we made the white levels a little bit higher. Okie doke. And you know what's interesting about this too? Really quick, just gotta plug this in here real quick. Remember the 12s. At one point, someone tried to label them as being so dark you couldn't see the screen, and yet the Luminous Black is darker than the 12. Just to give you something to think about there. Let's go back. That's how bright the white levels are on a Luminous 12. Not Luminous 12. Wrong choice of words. Blah. The Luminous, this is the Advanced Ambient Light Projection Luminous Black. And this screen is 4 times darker than a 12. Look at the white levels on that. Now mind you, the 12s have insane white levels. But, like I said, somebody wanted to portray them to be so dark you couldn't see the screen. And yet we have now another model that is 4 times darker, and look at the white levels. And like I said, later on today, I have a customer who just did a review on the 12. He loves it. Just sent me some videos in. That's why who has the theater set up. I'm going to be posting those pictures onto our Facebook fan page with the rest of our customers. And he's going to be posting quite a few videos on that technology. So now this is one of the darkest, and I mean one of the darkest screens that we have. And look at the white levels. Look at the white levels. Let's go up a little bit. Let's get this one again over here. There you go. Color coding technology. We can take a screen that's super jet black and we can heighten the white levels. The hard part about it is if you make the white levels too high, then you damage the contrast. So you have to be able to produce an extremely heavy black level, as you can see how dark that screen is, and produce a high white level at the same time without disrupting one or the other. And this is why, as of yesterday, when we posted the technology, we already sold 32 already. People love that OLED kind of look to it. They do. How jet black. I can't get over how dark that is. And also too, that technology is front and rear. So imagine having a screen that literally is so dark on plexiglass that it's actually front and rear, which means that screen has the ability to cut 100% of the projector's lamp glare, even if the projector is 5200 lumens sitting 4 feet to 3 feet away from the screen. It can't penetrate to the screen. It's that dark, which I'll be displaying those pretty soon. Let me go over and get me another one right here. Let's go with LG snowboarding. That's the fun part about having black screens, is display up the white levels. There you go. Now you see why I'm transferring other screen over here. I'm going to have a 12 in the house. That's how much one of each screen. So 135 upstairs is going to stay at 12. This one's going to be a 17. The one outside is going to stay at 12. That one over there I'm going to convert to a brown because I like that brown over there in the kitchen. I mean over here for the 126. I got one blue screen in the gamer room. That's going to stay there. And I'm going to keep my other 12, which I have for my office and for my motorized projection screen. closer. Now, as I said before, when it comes to the look how dark it is. Even the freaking the contrast level on the projector can't catch up to the screen. Look at that. Let's go with let me see. Let's pull in some. Oh yeah, I know what one I have to do. I have to do the Skyward. I have to do that one. You have to do that one. I know I have some that may sound, well, it's on a smaller screen. We already had the Limitless. The first one we developed, this one's actually darker than that one. We already had it transferred to a 100-inch screen. This one's going to be transferred to a 100-inch screen too. We always do it that way. Start off on this one, transfer to 100, doesn't change. It's always the same. I just want to see it on a bigger scale. We just happened to come in and make the first version of the Limitless. We made it darker than the second version of it. Actually, the first version of it. And there's going to be no price change. It's going to be exactly the same. We just made it darker, that's all. I was just curious on my end if we can make it even darker than what it was and still maintain the white level. Now we have detailed instructions. We have 2 sets of instructions. You'll be emailed one set. Another one will be in the box. If you lose that, or somehow, I don't know how you're going to lose the email one. But anyway, you can go to the website. You go to the marketplace. You scroll down. The instructions are right there. And it's very easy to do. I'll let that play. Enjoy. Made for me. Just doing all bright colors. There we go. Start this one over. I'm not gonna do the whole video, just showing you how bright the colors come up. Oh man, which is how crazy the reds look on this. Reds on here look amazing. All the colors look amazing. It's jet black screen, or super jet black. So can you imagine this in a 235.1 and 138 inches? This screen is going to look gorgeous when I get done. Now I wonder if I hit this with the 16,000 to 1. I don't have the 20,000 to 1. ViewSonic actually gave it away to a friend today who needed a projector. So I'll let her have it. But I'm just curious because I noticed the black levels are coming up. Black levels on our screen are darker than actually what the projector can put out. So if I take that 16,000 to 1 contrast projector and I hit this screen on a star field, and that star field comes up lighter than what the actual screen is, that means this screen is literally so dark, it's pulling a heavier contrast than a 16,000 to 1. And I got a funny feeling it's going to come up lighter, which means the screen is literally that dark. See what I mean? We'll get a chance to figure that one out. I want to see this one right here. Oh, you can tell from that white levels are extremely good. So, so what else we have? I want to see. This is a neat cakewalk for the technology. We can play the whole thing. It is going to be an easy. Well, if it's already producing white levels high enough where it's showing snow scenery and all that with no problem whatsoever, anything else underneath that, it's just not going to be a problem for it. I just would love to get me a thin sheet of plexiglass with 2 stands on it so I can coat this and I can stick a projector behind it. My rear projection screen is set up. Now, for those of you that want the lights out, it doesn't make a difference. The screen's a 17. 17s or 15s, even 12s, it doesn't make a difference. 12s will fade a little bit when the lights come on, but not enough. It's just going to disrupt the screen at all. You know, That's all. Let's see. Yeah, I see you're trying to put call me the N word without calling me the N word. So disrespectful, dude. Goodbye. Solution E monitor or minor. Yeah, he tried to call me the N word without calling me the N word. That's why I tell you, people get threatened by my work. And it's a shame, isn't it? When people can get that ignorant over spray paint. So, Solution, I put you in the timeout because I want you to know that basically that all comments are being reviewed. So you know. But that shows you how far people are upset. Due to the fact that, like I said, I don't tell you the whole thing, but I've been called some very interesting, colorful names because of what I do. Only few people that don't like it. Deal with it. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to keep doing what I do. And at the end of the day, you got to deal with God. Look how beautiful it looks. See? Doesn't change at all. Doesn't make a difference if the lights are on or off. The screen's going to remain the same. It's interesting how people think that when you insult me, think that's going to bother me. No. That just pushes me to make better stuff. Get used to it. It's going to be an interesting ride. You can't handle seeing a screen this black produce a white level that high. You know how bright the greens are. I like doing those northern lights. The northern lights look incredible. Look at the sunrise, how bright the sunrise comes up. Because this technology we heighten the white levels by a lot. The gains are much higher on these screens. The 17s, they produce higher, more brighter, more vivid images, as you can see. How bright that is. Ooh, told you. Stuff is incredibly bright. And just to show you how far my projector sits back from my screen. Oh, you thought because the screen was small that the projector was sitting up close. No, 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 no. It still fits back at 15 feet. Just I shrink the image and I pull the projector back. I need that distance throw to pull up. And this was already tested. I'll put the links at the bottom. It's freaking crazy, insanely super bright. Let's see what the contrast looks like on a super jet black screen. Super jet black. Oh, we got to do this. We have to do this one. Colors on here are insanely bright. Like I said, you know how much a company will pay me for this technology? Black screen, super jet black screen that can produce outstanding white levels, amazing colors, and you don't even have to calibrate your projector. Not ever. That's why I've never calibrated a projector. For what? You got to calibrate projectors when the screen fades, when the colors wash out, when there's too much ambient light in the environment. That's when you got to start calibrating projectors. Screens don't have that problem. They don't wash out when the light comes on. Neither does any of our technology that has that problem. Because you got to get your colors correct. Well, if I'm doing this on a black screen and reverse screens, I'm never calibrated. My colors look fantastic. Also, too, next to certified screens, then why would you have to calibrate it? It's because the reason why the screen's not fully ambient light rejection, maybe, and you may have some problems that every time you turn the lights on, the colors seem to fade and wash out. They look bland when you actually have them in the dark. Yeah, that's why. Colors are supposed to pop off the screen. It's supposed to look realistic. It looks like eye candy. And they're not supposed to change because the lights are on. See? Nothing fades. Stays the same. That's how it's supposed to be. That's why I can walk through my house, have all my screens on, and my screens don't wash out. quarter. This technology right here, yeah, it's a bit pricey. It's around $268 for a quarter of this technology.
When I first picked up the Olympus 150 to 400mm lens.
We got some other stuff, like we got black silver. The black silvers are incredible. Black silvers just go for around, I think it's the cheapest screen paint we have on the site. It's $87. And that stuff is incredible. That screen had to go through 5-screen certification. I don't know if I put any information there on where you can go to the website. I'm pretty sure I put it there, but go check out the website and you'll see what the pricing runs for. Let's real quick, because I'm going to go eat real quick. I'm starving like Marvin. I want to see real quick. I don't do too many contrast demonstrations because the screen's jet black, but let's have a gander. Ooh, that would come up. Reds on that would come up really freaking cool. I'm gonna just do a little bit of the reds, just a little bit. Yeah, go check. Let me see. Best gray screens. Ah, so you developed screen paint, hey? Best gray screens. Sounds like you want to break it down and analyze it. I wouldn't do that if I were you. We already had one person try that and they almost got sued. So, but other words, yeah, you can go check it on the site. Cool. Man, this is beautiful. Yeah, the colors are gorgeous. I love how the reds come. I gotta do some gaming. I gotta do me a jet black screen, some gaming. I gotta get my hands on a PS5. I got to. All right, now I'm just, like I said, I'm kind of iffy with it right now because I want something. If it breaks, I want to be to go get another one. I want to be to go in the store and say, hey, look, mine broke. Can I go buy? Can I get a trade off for this one, or can I take it back to the manufacturer and get me another one right off the bat? I'm not waiting no freaking 3 or 4 weeks or a month to get my hands on another one. I'm not going through that because I might just kept the $500. So, nah. I need to know if I can get my hands on. They got them. You can go in the store and you can find them all over the place. Then I'll go buy one because I mean the risk of me basically if something happens, I get my money back or I get another one. That's all. Black levels are, like I said, insane on this screen. Here's something even more interesting. You know the logo we have on our website, right? The one with that big copyright sitting on it. That logo is actually watermarked on all the labels now. All of them have that watermark in there. Because that is our company. No matter the brand, that logo has to be in there. Bright levels is insane. Yes, I cannot wait. I'm getting my screen painted. After I get all the orders out, I'm going to take a day off. I'm going to paint my 230. This is the screen I'm coating. I'm turning into it. My massive 138-inch 235.1. I'm coating that. Cannot wait. And technically, I don't even have to prime it. Just spray right over top of it. That's all. You only got to prime it if the color's too light. If the color's too light on the screen, if you got a white screen, yeah, you got to prime it before you put that coating on it. This stuff, since it's already at 12, I'm just going to recoat it and upgrade it. That's just what I'm going to do. I want to get an OLED demonstration in here real quick. That's what I want. Let's go with the OLEDs. Didn't OLEDs make 8Ks before at one point? Here we go, OLED demonstration. I'm gonna see some black levels on here real quick. Just physically pulling my screen's blacker than the freaking black level that's coming off the projector. Technically, my screen is the same color as my sofa and the border on the side of the screen, right there, next to that on the 12. So we're going to try this tomorrow with the 16,000 to 1 contrast and see if that makes any difference. Even with the lights out, it's still not going to match that black screen. Yep. So it remains the same, don't it fade? Yeah. Oops, sorry about that. Phone's dying. Right back. It's a real good one. Phone's dying. Gotta get a charge on it. Doke. Okay. remains the same. Doesn't make a difference if your lights are on or off. I'm gonna have to add something to the title, some more to the title. See if we got anything a little bit more darker. Well, that's gonna come up ultra bright. Let's play around with this one real quick. Doing the contrast levels on the screen is okay. It's a black screen. I like doing more white, bright images. That's why when I do the black silvers, I do a lot of contrast demonstrations, because that's what you're supposed to do. If you're displaying a gray screen, you're supposed to show contrast levels. The same thing I told you, if I'm displaying a black screen, I'm going to point more toward whiter and more brighter images. Let me show you something. If I want to go to that's what TV looks like. And this is live. This is live right now. Live TV on my Firefox. That's what it looks like on this black technology. Looks just like a TV. Rat race. It's interesting now to discover all these channels when I'm in here doing these lives, and I never actually watch this stuff. All right, I'm out of here. I gotta get some rest. I forgot, can't pause live TV. I'm really used to streaming everything. Can't forget this is live. Hey, how you doing? It was nice speaking to you too. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. I have to get ready to eat because I'm hungry, and I gotta start getting ready to get you guys taken care of and shipped out. Oh, just to let you know, you're going to be receiving a tracking number today. I'll have all those taken care of. I'm just waiting for the containers to get here, and once the containers get here, we'll have everybody printed up, ready, and good to go and out the door. Keep in mind, I've recorded all my ship out dates, so you know everything that's going on. Already talked to the driver, so she confirmed Tuesday, so we're all good to go. Whew, I went up a lot on my plate. But other than that, thank you all for taking the time to come to watch the demonstration. You all have a good one. Be safe out there, and God bless.